Today on Beavertown Outdoors, we've got Deadfall. Time to get rid of it. Hello again, friends. Welcome to another edition of Beavertown Outdoors. I'm John, and today I'm out back in the woods, out in the bush on the compound property. Today's the day we're going to take care of some deadfall. You can see behind me there is a good amount of deadfall trees. Looks like some ash, maybe some oak. Can't tell if that's an elm or not. We'll take a look at it when we get to it. But yeah, these trees came down last winter. We had some pretty good wind, some ice. You can see this one down here. It just ripped up the roots and all. Looks like some root rot going on. Basically, they fell like dominoes. For a while there, every time I heard the wind or anything, we had you could hear trees crashing. So anyway, it's a lot of good wood. I've got a truckload of oak I'm still processing, but yeah, I sold out of mixed hardwood for the year, and I need to make some more. So this stuff here should fit that bill. We're gonna get it bucked up, and we're gonna get it ready to split. So as usual, I've got the full complement of saws out here. Well, 3 out of 5. But the big timber saws, I've got the Husqvarna 592 XP, the Makita Dolmar 7300, and the 441 Steel Magnum. So I've got them all gassed up, oiled up, and even warmed them up this morning. So been a while since I got to running these, and looking forward to it. So without any further ado, let's get going. So these have been down for a little while, and don't know that I want to waste too much time if they're rotten, but take a little bit of bark off this. I mean, it sounds good. Still sounds solid. No dull thud. And take the outer layer off, and it still looks like solid wood. So we're gonna get fired up, start cutting. So, some of you might notice me. I keep looking up. It's always a good thing to do out here. But way up there, I don't know if you can see it, there's a widowmaker hung up in the top of that tree. And it don't look like it's very big. That lands on your head even with a helmet on. You're not going to be having a good day. Not a good day at all. So that said, I got this log goes underneath it. I think what I'm going to do is try to get that widowmaker to come out of there. Don't know if it's going to work. Oh, she don't even move? No, it don't even move. Okay. So, I think I'm going to just jump in here and get this cleared out of here as quick as possible. So, friends, what I'm doing there is, this down tree, as I cut it, it's going to start falling down farther, and I don't want to, I want to advantage myself any way I can to not put my bar in the ground. So, here, I mean, yeah, I could cut it into lengths and roll it up with the log ox, or I could just jam a little bit of wood underneath here. That way when it settles down, it won't move. And won't pinch the saw, won't hit the dirt. That's the idea anyway. So as happens sometimes, there was, well, wasn't as much here that I wanted to cut today as I was prepared for. So, pretty much one tank of gas out of the 592 took care of what I wanted to cut today. So as you can see, I got a whole bunch cut up. Got all this chunked out. And I started working my way over here to this big old tree over here, which, by the bark I had a suspicion that this was poplar. Well, I split open, kind of looked like poplar, but I don't know. I haven't quite figured that out yet. So, now on to getting it out of here. To do that, I got the four-wheeler over here, or the side-by-side, and I'm gonna load that up with the rounds using the log ox. So, just a quick recap for those of you who aren't familiar with what a log ox is. This is the log ox. The log ox, it's a log carrying tool. It's kind of the Swiss Army knife of forestry tools, because it also comes with a handle that can attach to it, along with a foot, and you can make it a timber jack. It can work as a PV. or can't hook. Kind of a short one, but it can do that. Also, you get this cool little tip with it to put in the handle, makes this a pickaroon. Now, I've had this discussion with folks at Log Ox before, that this works good for what I'm about to do, which is just speed up dragging logs out of here. As a pickaroon, this tip, I don't know if you can see it there, it's got a nice little tip on the end. Their tip design is awesome. It goes into wood easy, hooks it really good. The only downfall to using this is the balance. You know, the tip is made of aluminum. This handle, just like all the Log Ox stuff, is made out of good old heavy American steel, and very rugged. Okay length. Again, you know, this isn't a primary, like I'm not moving tons of wood. You know, I use the log right and the Fiskars, but out here in the bush, this works good. The only downfall is the balance. As you notice, I mean, it's dead level balance, which sounds good, except for to try to get that swing to get into a log, you kind of want the tip to be a little heavier. So it works good, but you're using more arm strength than momentum. Ain't the end of the world. For this application, this works good. So we're going to use the Log Ox. We're going to get these rounds moving and get them loaded up and get them out of here. So I'm not sure if you can see this, but actually I said this was maple. I think I'm mistaken on that. You know, looking at the bark, and then you peel some of it back, the heart. It's got a smaller heart, but you peel some of this bark off, and I'm seeing the worm tracks, or the beetle tracks, so from the emerald ash borer. So this actually, I believe, is ash, which is kind of a rarity around here because most all my ash trees are dead, gone a long time ago. There's a few laying around though. got one load in this. We're gonna take it over by the processing area, and we're gonna drop it off, and then we'll come back and get a couple more. So, after a morning of cutting and a couple hours of hauling out of the woods, we've got ourselves a decent little pile of ash. They say ash is cash. They mean it. This stuff, boy, once you split it, it's pretty much ready to burn. But gotta get out of there. And I was noticed while I was out in the woods that there's a bunch more ash trees out there that are still standing. Many of them are dead. And I think we're gonna have to find our way back there. Yeah, it's gonna involve cutting my way in there. So, but you know, just quick, want to mention that you know, here's the difference of, you know, tree service wood, free wood, cutting wood on your own property, right? Or anybody else's property. You know, this, to get this amount took me a good portion of the day. Whereas buying the log truck, you got, when you buy logs like you see here, you know, they're ready to go. They just, it's a matter of taking the tractor with the grapple, loading them on the live deck, run them through the processor, and in the amount of time it took me to cut this and bring it out of the woods, I could have had, I don't know, 3-4 cord done off the processor. So take that for what you will. You know, but this cost me time and gas for the chainsaw and the side-by-side. You know, log truck costs, well, the last one, this was $1,200, $1,300. This is 2025, so who knows where they're going to be, you know, going forward. You know, but you pay for convenience. I mean, it definitely makes more money in the long run to buy the logs in, but you can't turn down the wood that you got for free either. So it's not that this doesn't make any money. You know, once this is processed, it's, you know, it's pure profit. But it's not pure profit when you have to take the time and the energy and everything to cut it down, cut it up, and bring it out. So just thought that's worth mentioning. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. Feel free to share. But until next time, everyone, from all of us here at the beautiful Beavertown Compound and Beavertown Outdoors, be good to each other, take care, stay safe, and I'm out.